Hi, this is Brian. I'm going to do a little demonstration of Bubble Chat that illustrates how Core Bluetooth acts in the background and how two apps that are in the background that are both acting as a Bluetooth Low Energy accessory and also centrals for Bluetooth Low Energy accessories actually can't find one another when they're both in the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch Bubble Chat here on this phone, which is DX1. And when we do, we'll see that it comes up. It uses core location to find itself, plots its location on the map, and it's the only participant in the bubble because the app is not running on DX2. So we're going to put DX1 into lock mode, putting the app in the background, and then we're actually going to insert DX1, this phone, into a Faraday bag. And what this bag does is it prevents all RF energy from leaving it. So this essentially simulates taking this phone far enough away from DX2 that the two can't talk to one another. So now that we've done that, we're going to launch Bubble Chat on DX2. And when we do, we'll see that it, of course, comes up, finds itself using core location, plots its location on the map, and is now advertising its presence and scanning for other instances of itself. It's not going to find any other instances because the only other instance is inside this bag. So we're going to also put DX2 to sleep. So now we've set up a scenario where two users were not near one another, and suddenly they'll come near one another when I open up this bag and bring out the other instance of the app that's running in the nearby area. So this app, they're both running the app. This phone is scanning for other instances of itself and advertising itself, and so is this, but they can't see each other. And that's because of limitations in how iOS and Core Bluetooth work when apps are in the background. Essentially, an app that's advertising in the background stops sending out its service ID when it's in the background. The service ID is still there, but it's available in a special overflow area that can only be accessed by foreground applications. In addition to this, an app that's in the background will only scan for specific service IDs. When these two limitations are combined, it results in neither app being able to see the other. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to launch the app on DX2. And when we do, what we see is that all of a sudden things start working. And that's because DX2 is in the foreground and can scan for the app that's in the background by looking in this special overflow area that Apple alludes to. Similarly, the app in the background can find itself when it's in the foreground because the foreground app is actually advertising its service ID. And sure enough, if we have one instance in the foreground, things work. We can send a message now from DX2 to DX1. And when we do, over Core Bluetooth, that message is received, and we're using a UI local notification to display it on DX1. So this illustrates the difference between how Core Bluetooth works when apps are in the background and when at least one app is in the foreground. We've filed a enhancement request with Apple to get this addressed, and this video is part of the documentation for that enhancement request. Thank you.